This is the Motorola Atrix 4G teardown and disassembly, brought to you by Repair Launch. For all of your smartphone repair needs, please contact repairlaunch.com. To begin with the Atrix, you must use a safe pry tool to remove the plastic back battery cover. This can be done by sliding the safe pry tool along the edges of the back battery cover, and it just snaps out of place. You can set the back cover aside, and now you can use your pry tool to remove the battery. Once the battery is removed, you're going to want to remove 4 silver screws from the corner of the phone. One here, 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 and here. This must be done using a Torx driver. Once you remove the 4 silver screws, there are 4 more black screws that need to be removed. One here, 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 and the 4th one is hidden under a rubber cover by the SIM card. It must be pried off and removed right here. Once you have the 4 black screws removed, you can then take off the plastic back housing using a safe pry tool. You will want to work around the edges, and there are clips on the top and bottom that must be removed. This usually works best using a razor blade. First, you will want to remove the 2 clips at the top of the phone, here and here. Once you release those clips, the top part of the back housing will come off, and there's one more clip to release on the bottom. Then the back housing can come off. You'll notice that the back housing is attached to the motherboard via a cable here that must be removed. No more screws are needed. To remove the motherboard, it is pushed into location and held snug with this rubber gasket that can be removed. Once that is removed, use a safe pry tool to push the motherboard out of the frame. Once you have the motherboard safely out of the frame, you will want to turn it up and release the 3 cables connecting the motherboard to the phone. First, you will want to release this cable here. Another cable here, and then a 3rd cable with a trap door that must be lifted. This black door must be lifted here, and then the cable will slide out. releasing the motherboard. Now that you have the motherboard removed, you can remove the black tape covering up the flex cables. Then you can slowly remove the flex cables, which are adhered to the metal plate. Just be very careful not to damage the flex cables. The camera can be removed very carefully. Let's make sure to also remove the volume buttons, which are also connected to the camera. In order to remove the second cable, you must lift up and remove the connector just underneath here. Once that is removed, you can pry the power button unit off. By sticking the safe pry tool underneath the unit. Now that you have the flex cables removed, you can remove the spacer located here. Now to remove the metal piece covering the LCD, you must pry the top up and then, using another tool at the same time, push it out of these slots at the bottom. Once you slide it up, you can pop this this metal frame out. Make sure to allow the LCD connector here to slide out of this slit provided. Now we are down to the LCD, which can be carefully pried out. Careful not to damage the LCD. Once the LCD is removed, you're now down to the digitizer, which can be now removed from the frame and replaced. This has been the Atrix 4G disassembly and teardown, brought to you by Repair Launch. For all of your smartphone repair needs, contact repairlaunch.com.